I know. Someone's shooting at Jews. The Jews are being shot upon. I know, Jews. Run, Jews. At least our cities here in the United States are safe, right? D.C., Washington, D.C., we have heard so many times from the people, the politicians, law enforcement in Washington, D.C., that the National Guard wasn't needed there. That D.C. is touting its low crime numbers. And it's a safe city, made safer by the politicians and the Washington, D.C. police. And their amazing fat black woman police commissioner. Every city. Every fucking city. And that's why it's safe. Well, it turns out that the D.C. police chief is now being accused of faking crime numbers. Now, any cop in any big city is like, oh, really? Well, I'm shocked. They all know this happens. If you're friends with a cop, they will tell you that this is going on in every single city in the country. They fudge the numbers. The brass of every police force in every city in this country has a directive given to them by the mayor and other politicians of that city that says, you make the numbers look good. Whatever you got to do, you make these numbers look like we are doing a great job fighting crime. Keith the cop would tell me about this all the time, how they would come in and his bosses would go, yeah, we're not doing that. That's going to now be some type of a lower misdemeanor instead of a felony. It's going to be this instead of that. It's not assault. It's disturbing the peace. So they would do this constantly. And then the numbers come out and they go, whoa, look at us. We're doing an amazing job here in fighting crime. And it's all bullshit. And we watch the news, which is now X and videos, and we go, how can they say crime is down if all we're seeing is crime and a lot of violent crime in these cities? And then they go, well, it's probably because everyone's got a phone now, so you're just seeing more. No, there's a vibe when you walk around that it's just not safe. And they're a criminal. I'm looking around at criminals. There's a criminal. I can tell. Believe me, I have a sixth sense about these things. And truth is, they're just faking the numbers to make themselves look better and keep their jobs and whatever else. There's probably federal money attached to it. Well, look, we lowered crime. We get another few $1 million. So here's the case so far, the accusation, the allegations on this fucking moolie. Let's watch, shall we?
Led House Oversight Committee now releasing a report accusing the outgoing D.C. police chief of manipulating data to artificially lower crime statistics. Bill Malusian looking at the numbers. He's live on the Hill.
Bill,
find out.
Bill, good morning to you. Those House Oversight Committee Republicans say the bottom line of what their investigation found is that the outgoing D.C. police chief was essentially cooking the books on crime data and trying to make the city seem a whole lot safer than it really was. Now, those House Republicans say what their investigation consisted of was interviewing all 7 commanders of D.C. Metro Police's patrol districts, including a former commander who's currently suspended for allegedly tampering with crime stats in his own district. And these are some of the conclusions they've made in their report. They allege that D.C. Metro Police Chief Pamela Smith pressured commanders to report lower crime stats by any means necessary. The commanders testified that Chief Smith even pushed them to pursue lesser charges that aren't publicly reported, even for serious crimes, and she required certain crimes to be reviewed by her office. Now, the report also says police commanders testified that Chief Smith punished them and retaliated against them if they tried to report accurate rising crime data, even berating them in meetings and individually to pressure them into reporting those lower crime figures. Now, in a statement on the report, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer says in part, quote, Chief Pamela Smith coerced staff to report artificially low crime data and cultivated a culture of fear to achieve her agenda.
Yeah, this is exactly what Keith the cop told me years ago. Years ago, the exact same things. Make sure you run this past the police commissioner first. Oh, you don't? You take these numbers, make it a lesser crime, even serious crimes. It's all the same shit. This is business as usual in every major city in the country. And then you get cities like Los Angeles that do not report their crime numbers to the FBI so they can compile those statistics. And every year you can look at the FBI stats for any city and go, oh, here's what LA looks like crime-wise. And why? Do you think because it's so good? We don't have anything to report. It's just we're so good at cutting down on crime that there isn't even a single crime to report. No, they're hiding crime. They're hiding increases in crime. And like I said, business as usual. She's the outgoing commissioner, so nothing's going to happen. Nothing will happen to this woman. First of all, she's a black woman. She's impervious to criticism or any type of punishment for her actions. And she's on the way out. She'll get a nice pension. She'll be set up. Set up. And the whole time she was, like they said, intimidating and forcing subordinates to report false numbers to make it look like she was doing a good job. The corruption never stops with these people. Never fucking stops. Oh, my God.